Hello, just getting my second cup of coffee. I had a realization, so I wanted to jump on. I was doing videos about remote viewing for Daniel, but I had a panic attack and I decided to come on to let you guys know of something that I do for panic attacks. Just hear me out. Hear me out. This might help somebody. First of all, I go by these two guys. You're an empath, right? You're an empath? Snoopy is an empath. And Casper's not really an empath. He doesn't feel it as strongly, but he'll put his back to me and he'll stay by my feet, or he'll go by, jump off the couch and go by my feet to let me know he's here. But this guy, he's so cute. You guys are so cute. Okay, so both of them try to help me out. They hear me crying. First of all, don't hold in your tears. I was thinking, should I take a shot of my wine? But I'm not a day drinker. This is my new wine. It's Jacob's Creek, and it's aged Irish whiskey made in a barrel. And it's something like 15.9% alcohol. And then I have my 1,000 Stories. That's it. But I was like, no, I have work to do. I need to stay sober. I have work to do. So, but I was having a panic attack. Like, I can't breathe. Devin's out. Devin's at the store, so I couldn't do anything. So I go back to, after I pet the dogs, I let the tears out. I was just crying. That's why my face looks even more swollen than usual. I don't have any makeup on. I have a little bit of a lipstick on. I don't have a fake mask on, filter, because I don't have that on YouTube. Anyhow, hi WW. Hi JD. Yeah, so I'm just trying to maybe share something with you guys that maybe it could help you. Okay, so we all get overwhelmed. We all get upset. I made my second cup of coffee. And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to be able to do my couple of readings and then get my day started, because when I have something in my mind with the readings, the remote viewing, looking for the Lily and Jack Sullivan, I can't think about anything else. Just like when I was looking for Summer, I'm still looking for her. But, I can't do everything all at once. So then you become more overwhelmed. So the couple of hacks that I have, it's Palo Santo, but my Palo Santo sticks are wearing down. So I decided to use these. Where's my stand? Okay. No, I do have a point to this whole video, guys. I do have a point. Just give me a chance. Love you guys. Hopefully everybody's having a nice Monday. Mine was a little bit weird. But I definitely, I don't even know if I could hold in my tears when I get upset. I don't know if I could hold it in. But I don't recommend holding in your tears. Like, if you're at work, go to the bathroom or go to your car and just scream, yell, curse, do whatever makes you feel better. Let's light this. Let's light this, because this does help me. And I figured I'd take the opportunity because Devin's at the store with his brother, and then I have the house to myself. Connor's at work. Because what my psychic stuff takes a lot of energy. Where if you talk to me, and he called me, and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Why are you being mean? I just want to talk to you." I go, "Because you literally left the house and were literally and figuratively together all the time." I said, "So when you leave," he goes, "Oh, you don't want to be with me." I go, "I knew you were going to say that." I said, "But I can't think and do my cases, do my work if I'm constantly talking to you. Love to talk to you, but we're always talking. We're always together because I'm not at work since May, right? May was the end of work. Plus, before that, he was in the hospital for so long that I didn't work that whole month of March, and I really only worked a couple of days in April. And now he's coming home. Okay, so he's gonna talk to me when he comes in, and I'm gonna tell him I'm doing a video. So, anyhow, if you are having a panic attack of some kind, I like this brand of Palo Santo cones. I don't know if you could see it. I try to make you see it. It's very good. And especially if you're dealing with like energies, spirit in the spirit world, whether even just saints, archangels, guardian angels, it's a lot of energy for them to come through. And Palo Santo helps, and white sage. This is white sage. Okay, when I do my healing artwork, if you buy healing artwork from me, you get a folder that explains the healing artwork, right? You get, usually I would give you a box, but your girl got poor. So I usually give you a couple of cones from here and a Palo Santo stick. So you get a whole healing journey when you buy my healing art. Anyhow, so what I wanted to talk about is if you have any kind of fear in your head or sadness, I always get a lot of sadness and guilt and shame. Somebody put it on you, or you put it on yourself. Okay, I might have to stop this to help him with the packages. Let's see.
You want 30, right?
Yes, I needed them. Sorry, I just had a panic attack. Okay, so if you feel shame or guilt, right? A lot of times it was put on you by somebody else, and then you keep it for yourself. But you could take it like it's a piece of paper, right? And you could just drop my hi. Okay. So we have shame, we have guilt, we have sadness.
I got something to do, so
Okay.
I'm not watching them and I can't breathe again.
Yeah, I was doing a video. I'm sorry. You have to do something here?
Huh?
Does it have to be in here?
Yeah, I need the computer.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So, for the guilt, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is, right? If you feel you deserve it, if you feel you don't deserve it, whatever it is, you don't want to have it anymore, decide that. Decide if you want to have it or not. If you don't want to have it anymore, you're sick of it, right? Take it, roll it up, and throw it to the left, right? I'm going to throw it to the left, but I will throw it away later. Okay? Yeah, I did throw it on the floor. But that's what you do. You have a lot of shame that you're carrying, whether somebody put it on you, then you kept it for yourself. You put it here. You put it right here. Or you put it in the back of your mind, right? Take it. Do you want it anymore? No, we don't want it anymore. You take it and you roll it up. And you throw it to the right. Okay? Hi, Doreen. Hi, Jaden. Anybody who is inappropriate or mean has been reported and will be blocked. Okay? Not sure why you would click on to Mystic Brady channel if you are not interested in, healing journey or mystical things. Okay? If you have sadness, right, you take it. And you throw it to the left, you crumble it up. This is all the sadness that I was experiencing, and you throw it to the left. Okay, done. Then you say these things. I am divine. I am divine. I like to say it 3 times. I am divine. Fears be gone. Fears be gone. They are wiped away. Shame is wiped away. Guilt is taken away. Okay? Have a positive attitude. I am happy and grateful for my life. I am happy and grateful for my body and my mind. I am happy and grateful. I can walk, I could talk, I could express myself, I could love, I could show gratitude. Okay. Okay. So, giving out positive statements about yourself. I'm a good friend. I'm a good sister. I'm a good daughter. All right. You have to say that to yourself, because if you're only hearing, I'm bad, I did a bad thing, I'm wrong, then you're feeding in. You're feeding in the worst kind of thing. Okay, could do this all day. Okay, I've been doing this all my life. Okay, so another thing to say is I love and appreciate myself. I love and appreciate myself. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. I am divine. All is well. All is well. I am safe. All is well in my world. I am safe. All is well in my world, and I am safe. All is well in my world, and I am safe. Everything is working out for my highest good. Everything is working out for my highest good. God makes sure of that. Okay, see all these Jesus paintings behind me, collages, and see all these horses and angels and guardian angels and unicorns. Okay, that's for a reason. You all right, babe?
Let me take it out of you.
Everything is working out for my highest good. Say that. Everything is working out for my highest good. Okay, only good will come. Only good will come. Out of this experience, only good will come. You could say, Katrina, I'm going through a horror show. You know, how could good come? I'm going through this terrible time. How could good come from that?
Go inside.
Okay? Well, what I say to is we don't have control of everything. But if you pray and you keep prayed up and you keep letting your angels know and your guides know and God know, please protect me. But then believe that you're receiving that protection. Believe that you're receiving that love. Okay? Some people call it manifesting. Some people call it just believing and having faith. All right? So out of a negative situation, only good will come. You have to believe that. There's a couple of levels to that. Okay? Out of this experience, even if it's terrible and sad, out of this experience, only good will come. Thank you, God. Thank you, dear God. Out of this experience, only good will come. I am safe. I am safe. I am loved. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. Hi, Mr. Shadman. Okay. So all is well in my world. All is well. All is well. All is well in my world. You could say, but there's so many bad things. What if I have a flat tire? My car broke down. I don't have enough money to pay my bills. But you have to first believe it. You're saying all the negative stuff. You're letting all the negative stuff win. Now we have to say the positive stuff in order to manifest it, in order for us to know that the higher power, God, divine, is watching over us and will help us. Okay? All is well in my world. All is well in my world. I am safe. Everything is working out for my highest good. Only good will come. The best way to achieve the impossible is to believe the impossible. Yes, WW. That's right, Teresa. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And do that with your fears. Like I, through metaphorically speaking and literally ripped up and crumbled up guilt, and I crumpled up shame, and I got rid of guilt and got rid of shame, and I got rid of sadness. Okay, but of course, sadness comes back because I'm grieving my sister. My sister passed away of cancer, and I cannot talk to her, but I can talk to her. Okay, I just wanted to talk to her in person, but now I have to talk to her in spirit, and that's the way it is, because she deserves to be in heaven without pain, without mental torture, without physical torture that she was going through. She deserves to be up there. Okay. So, um, some people I know have been feeling like if they have a lot of back pressure, like their upper back hurts, metaphysically speaking, when Louise Hay taught me this, and if you don't know Louise Hay, please Google her, read her books. I've been reading her books since the 80s, and she saved my life and caused me to help me to do my whole business, my healing arts, with colors, chakra healing. So, metaphysically speaking, if you don't feel like emotional support, the top of your neck, the bottom of your neck, and your spine, upper back, will tend to bother you. That means you're not feeling loved or supported. You're not feeling like you're getting enough hugs. Okay? So, what you're supposed to say for that is, I love and approve of myself. Hug yourself. Go hug your animals. I go if you're trying to get a hug from somebody and they're not giving you a hug, they're the wrong person. Put yourself with more people who are loving to you. Okay? I love and approve of myself. I will love myself even if nobody else will love me. I will love myself. Hi, DJ Suarez. Yes, you are. Zen Zebra Bulldog. It's nice to see you again. Welcome in, everybody. This was just like an emergency. I had a panic attack and I was doing a crying spurt, and I decided to share it with everybody what I did to calm down. I did not take a drink, I did not take a pill. I wanted to because I was very, 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 very upset. So I decided to use the tools that I have learned to use in the past. Okay. If your middle of your back is bothering you, the middle of your back is all about guilt and shame, locked up guilt and shame that you have. So, the middle of your back, if you feel guilt and shame, see, your girl is very educated. I study things, I take notes, and I share them with you because maybe I can help one person. Hi, Faith. I love you too. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. These are so old, these earrings. I just threw them on because I feel better when I have earrings on for some reason. But see this? Your upper back.
Hello, is this Mr. Moore? Okay,
And here's your middle back, and here's your lower back, right? So,
okay, thank you.
so we got up to the middle back. When you're holding on to guilt and shame, a lot of times the middle of your back will hurt, okay? Unless you have some kind of physical problem that's for real. And what you're supposed to say, and it's also, yeah, it's guilt and shame from the past, or guilt and shame from presently, what's going on in your body. So you're supposed to say, I am free to move forward with love in my heart. Because guilt and shame, just picture the pieces of paper, keeping them with you in your heart, over here in your head. Somebody might have put that on you, but you kept it. And we could as much as we kept it, we could take it away. Okay? You say you're sorry to that person or to God. If you can't say you're sorry to that person, say it to God, and then just try to move on from it. But don't let anybody leave guilt with you. Take that guilt away from you and take the shame, because God doesn't want you to have that. Okay? So say, I am free to move forward with love in my heart I am free to move forward with love in my heart. I release guilt. Let's take a deep breath when we say that. I release guilt. I release shame. I release hurt. I release sadness. So just like you feel like it's on you, like a tattoo, you have to get rid of it. You have to be willing to release it. Are you willing to release the pain? Say, I'm willing to release the pain from my childhood. I'm willing to release the pain from my divorce. I'm willing to release the pain from my relationship that didn't work out. I'm willing to release the pain from my grief. I'm willing to release the pain from my money situation. Whatever it is,
Thank you very much.
I am free to move forward
That's exactly what you
with love in my heart.
Okay, should I call you guys or you?
All right, that's the middle of your back. Now, for the lower back, if you have the pain in the lower spine, metaphysically speaking, and this is for entertainment purposes only, and allegedly, okay? If it's the lower back, it usually means that you a fear of money, fear of not having enough money, fear of not being able to put the money in the right places, and fear of not being financially supported. So you have to say financial support. All I all I need is always taken care of. All I need is always taken care of. All I need. See it. Smile, see that the bills are being paid, see money coming in, see the money, your bank is full, your checks coming in. If you have a post office box, money's coming in that way. If you have a regular mailbox, money's coming in that way. Your bank account is pinging. And then smile. All is taken care of. I am safe. All I need is always taken care of. And you will be fine. All I need is always taken care of. I am safe. I trust the process of life. I trust the process of life. Life has a process, and we do have to trust it. What is this? George says, good evening, Mystic Brady. I have subscribed. Thank you from Southport, England. Welcome. I'm married, happily married. My husband is right over there. And sometimes I can't wear my rings. I have my ring on today, but sometimes I can't wear my rings because I have chubby fat fingers. They swell up. Even when I was skinny, they swell up. This one is really swollen, but I really needed this emerald to be on there. And then I wear bracelets because if I can't really wear my rings, I wear my bracelets. But I do have some rings on. Yes, happily married 10 years. June 30th was 10 years. But welcome. Thanks, DJ. Okay, you could watch it later, DJ. It'll go on my site later. You could watch the end of it. I'm almost done. I don't want to make it too long. Okay, so I trust the process of life is for the lower back. stop worrying about money, give it to God, and also, get organized with it, and know that you are safe. Know that all I need is always taken care of. All I need is always taken care of. If you're not feeling enough love and hugs, remember, I love and approve of myself. You have to give yourself that love and acceptance first before you can even reach out for anybody else. Okay? I love and approve of myself. Middle of your back, release that guilt, that shame, the jealousy, the sadness. Middle of your back. It's somebody out there feels like somebody's stabbing them in the middle of the back, or that their back is being pulled apart. And every time you stand up and walk, you hear a cracking sound. Okay? Say this: I am free to move. I am free to move forward in my life with love in my heart. I am free to move. I am safe. God is always watching over me. My guardian angels surround me. Your guardian angels and your spirit guides surround you 24/7, 365. But you have to say, please, guardian angels, help me. Archangel Raphael wants to heal you of your diseases, of your medical problems, of your addictions. But you have to reach out and you have to say, please, dear God, help me with my addictions. Help me to help myself with my medical problems and my issues. And please, dear God, release Archangel Raphael and let him heal me and let him help me to heal myself. Let go of that childhood trauma, that teenage trauma, that time that you might have been abused or mistreated, because you're not being mistreated right now. That happened in the past. That does not hold on to you. You hold on to it. If you're ready to let go of it, write it down on a piece of paper, burn it on your candle, or just crumple it up and throw it over to the left. And then I'm going to take those papers and I'm going to put them outside in the garbage. I'm not going to put them in my garbage in my house because I don't want to keep that here. Okay? So I'm actually going to walk out to the garbage can and put that in the garbage can. All right? So I release the past of guilt and shame and fear. And as far as money goes, I trust the process of life. All I need is always taken care of. I am safe. There's always a new idea. There's always maybe another job that you can get. There's always somebody that says, oh, you want to earn extra money? Here's another gig for you. Okay? I love and approve of myself. That's the main thing that you have to do. Okay? Trust in your higher power. When you are ill or in pain, who is it that we need to forgive? So when you are in pain and ill, metaphysically, I'm speaking on a metaphysical level. So if it doesn't make sense to you, it might be because it's okay. It's just it's like chakras, and metaphysically speaking, there's everything is like three-dimensional. Okay? So if you are sick, trust in your higher power. And when you are ill or in pain, this is Louise Hay. This is based on her books and her videos. She says, who do you need to forgive? Even if it's yourself. A lot of times we get into pain and we start limping because the person that we wanted attention from, the person that we wanted a hug from, the person that we wanted an apology from, didn't give it to us. So we start limping, or we have a back problem, or we have a headache, or that goes into a migraine, that goes into 5 days of a headache. that goes into a blood clot, that all these things can be healed, according to Louise Hay and God. Um, think about who you need to forgive, and then see how your health gets better, your blood cells get stronger. Suddenly, when you're drinking a cup of water, drink in health. When I drink my coffee, I drink in health. I almost spilled health all over the place. But yeah, so that's really interesting. Like, I remember when I was working in Brooklyn, I started to use a cane. I had a lump on the bottom of my foot. I went to the podiatrist. I had a very good medical back in New York. My medical was really good. It's not good here. So that's why I have to try to get better without too many doctors. But anyhow, so I went to the podiatrist. She would say you have plantar fasciitis. Of course, I looked it up in the book, and it was a fear of moving forward, a fear of like keeping something negative. And I was like, but I'm not, I didn't think I was a negative person, but I was keep holding on to the past. I was holding on to something that was keeping me in the past, like as if I didn't deserve to have a new job in a different borough and a new relationship, you know. Um, and so, like it took a long time. I still have it, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Um, but I started walking with a cane. And when I started walking with that cane, I had a whole different mindset. And this is not to cane shame anybody. Okay, I just made that word up. Cane shame. Um, this is not. If you need the cane, you need the cane. But there was an older lady. She was getting ready to retire. I was about, how old was I when I was there? I was about 46, 47 when I got that job in Brooklyn, right? And I was walking with the cane. I would get like a shot. The shot hurt worse than anything. She would put a shot of uh babe, what's that shot that oh, steroids. A shot of steroids.
Steroids.
Yeah. That remember our podiatrist on Staten Island?
Resnick?
Yeah. She used to put a shot of steroids in my foot, and it hurt worse than helped.
There was a steroid you put it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
Steroids don't hurt.
But I still have the plantar fasciitis, but it just doesn't bother me anymore.
What's that called? That's not steroid, Dave.
What was it?
Uh,
It's something to break it up or to make you feel better, to take the inflammation down, but
almost like a Novocaine shot. I forgot the name of it though.
yeah, but
That's
it
not
didn't
what it is.
it did not help.
No, not for everybody.
And also steroids blow you up. And I was like, do I look like I
It's
need
not a
more
steroid
blowing up?
shot, Cat.
All right. I'm trying to make a point on my video. Okay, so I also had to get things made from my shoes. And it cost, and you put your foot in this like cement thing. And when it finally came in, it was $500, right? I put it in my shoes. I hated it. I I didn't walk right with those things in my shoe, orthotics, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm not even 50 and I'm using a cane. I'm limping and I have orthotics that I wasted $500, which was half of my paycheck because there was nothing you could do. You had to buy them. This in my closet. Don't use them, right? So I had to do it metaphysically. I had to heal myself metaphysically. So I said, what is any kind of foot problems? And meanwhile, I went to acupuncture and they would stick the needles in there. That didn't feel bad. But acupuncture is expensive. So I did that. I did massages. I did massages hurt on it because they would go like this, and a lot of people didn't speak English and they were hurting it. But one acupuncture person was pushing it in. He was saying that you have to push it in. I was like, I don't think so. That hurts. It's like almost like a bone. Um, Anyhow, I started to be really metaphysical with it. So I started doing my affirmations. What am I afraid of moving forward? Because in the interim, I would have hip problems and always, like having pain in my hips, and went to a doctor. This was in my 30s. I had so many pains in my hips. And the doctor said to me, "You either going to have a hip replacement, or we're going to have to go in there and try to do an operation on all the nodules that are on your hips." And I was like, "You're gonna do what?" I'm only in my 30s. And back then I was a whole lot thinner. So they were like, "You must have done gymnastics or repetitive, ballet." And a lot of people that did ballet or gymnastics comes in with the same problem because my hip would go out of its joint, right? So I go back to the drawing board. There was no surgery happening. There was no hip replacement happening at the age of 30. Guess what? I do not have any hip pain. Watch, I'll get hip pain later. What?
Cortisone.
Oh, cortisone. Yes. Cortisone is what she put in my foot. I still have it. It's still on the bottom of my foot. When I went to the doctor here in Texas, he said to me, if I do the shot in your foot, they can open up your foot, do surgery, and take it out physically. But I'm not like I'm like, close the doors on surgery. Okay. Only if that's like the last resort. So I'm like, no, I don't want to get opened up. Anyhow, getting back to the hip, I don't have any hip pain. All right. My hip used to always dislocate from the socket, and then I used to show my mother. I used to be real skinny, and I used to pop it out. And she used to say, "Stop doing that. Stop popping it out, because you're gonna get arthritis when you get older." And I was like, "What's arthritis?" So anyhow, that doctor that did all those things on me, I just never went back to him again. But he did say one thing that was true. I was at the gym, and I was on this stepper machine. And as I did this stepper machine, to try to lose weight, get in better shape, it was dislocating my hip. It was irritating the hip. So it's better to just go on the treadmill or just walk, because my body wasn't made for this. It's like constantly going upstairs, and that was a killer. Right? When I worked in the Brooklyn school, there was a set of stairs just to get into the building. Then when you got into the building, I was on the fourth floor. So that was another, set of, I think I remember counting them, it was like 60 stairs. So you think I would be like a pencil, but it just aggravated my hips. Anyhow, all it came down to, metaphysically speaking, is where am I afraid of going to? The future. I was afraid of moving into my new life. I was newly divorced. I had a new job. I was in a different borough, and I was very afraid of moving forward. Had guilt and shame and sadness from my past life, from my other life, from my other relationship, and I was carrying it all with me, right? Just like I carry a lot of weight, because I have Hashimoto's, but also metaphysically, probably. Anyhow, so we have to trust a higher power. When you are ill and in pain, think about who is it that we need to forgive, and start with yourself. Because a lot of people are the hardest on themselves, including me, Virgo, okay? I am willing to free myself from the past. I am willing to forgive anyone who has harmed me. That's a lot. Let's take a deep breath and say that 2 more times, right? Let's take a deep breath first. Now empty. Okay. I am willing to free myself from the past. I am willing to free myself from the past. It's not easy because the guilt and the shame that somebody gave us, but we held on to. We're allowed to take it off and throw it away because God loves you that much that He has already forgiven you. Why can't you forgive yourself? And why can't you forgive the others? For they not know what they have done. They might not have apologized. They might have felt you deserved it. But you didn't. And you deserve forgiveness. And you deserve to leave it in the past where it belongs. It is not happening right now. You are free. I am free to live my life the way I enjoy and I see fit. I am willing to free myself from the past. I'm willing to forgive anyone who has harmed me. Very powerful. Feel it. Absorb it. I am willing to free myself from the past. I'm willing to forgive anyone who has harmed me. When you do that, it's hard to do it because you're like, that person's a prick, that person's a bitch, that person's an asshole, that person's a slithering snake. Yeah, it might all be true, but you're attaching your soul with them if you don't forgive them. Remember, for they not know what they have done, because they didn't see the fire and brimstone that they'll see when they go to heaven. If they go to heaven, right? They they will have to see their life in review, just like we all do. And they will see the things that they did good, and they will see the things that they hurt people with. And then there's a period of judgment. Okay, that was a different level, so I'm going to leave that aside so I can be focused. I am willing to free myself from the past. I am willing to forgive anyone who has harmed me. Very hard to do, but do it. I am willing to forgive myself. I am willing to forgive myself. I forgive all anger and release guilt, shame, and jealousy. Okay, sorry. I forgive all. And now the separate one is I release anger. There's a lot of anger that I know that I have. And I almost everybody is gone, or I did, 3,000 miles away from everybody. So it's like mostly Devin gets my anger. And, I feel bad that I do that. And then I say I'm sorry. But release that anger that you've been carrying around in your heart. Release that anger of you as a hurt child, or you as a hurt teenager, or you as a hurt person in their 20s, or their 30s, or their 40s, or their 50s, or their 60s, or their 70s. We all, or 80s, we are all hurt at some point because that's the human experience. From that experience, only good shall come. Okay? I forgive all. I release all anger. I release all guilt. I release all shame. I release all jealousy. Jealousy that you've had for others, and jealousy that people are jealous of you. They make the energy so terrible. So release that jealousy. Don't worry about it. Somebody's jealous of you and they want to be mean on you. Don't worry about it. That's their problem. That sounds like a them issue, not a you issue. Okay? If somebody doesn't want to be happy for your accomplishments or be proud of you for your accomplishments, they are not for you, they are against you. So take your energy away from them. And if you live with them, you give them a talking to. But if you don't live with them, take your energy away from them. You don't have to do business with anybody you don't want to do business with. I wish somebody told me that. I had to learn it. Okay? I'm almost done. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. All is well. All is well in my world. A favorite flower. Relaxing. Oh, okay. Now, I want you guys to close your eyes. All right? And I want you to picture something. So everybody close their eyes. I can't close my eyes because I have to read this. Okay? I want you to, you could do this with music or you could do this by yourself. Only takes a minute. Okay? Literally a minute. But you can make it into a couple of minutes or 10 minutes. Okay. I want you to picture your favorite flower. See it. Is it yellow? Is it purple? Is it red? Is it green? Is it blue? Is it pink? Whatever color it is, just look at it. Now pretend you're walking next to it and you're sniffing at it. You see a butterfly fly by. What color is that butterfly? Just notice it. Relax every muscle and know in your face, eyebrows, temples. If your tongue and your teeth are clenched, open your mouth a little bit, like this. Okay? Just relax your mouth, your jaw, your throat chakra. Just feel like it's open. Breathe and see that flower. Just stand near that flower, bush, or tree. Whatever you feel is peaceful. See the butterfly fly right over to you. Reach your hand out and let the butterfly sit on your hand for a minute. When that butterfly looks at you, know that that is your spirit guide. That's your angel. That is divine. They never left you. Since you were a baby, since you were born, they know about the bad things that happen. They know about the good things. And you are safe. Now let that butterfly go and say thank you. What is it that you need to know? Ask God, ask your angels, what is it that you need to know? How are you contributing to the problem? Whatever problem you might have or be worried about. Ask God, ask your angels, how am I contributing to this problem? Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? That'll end a lot of conversations that you have been waiting to have or dreading to have. Would you rather be right and somebody say, you are correct, and they're not going to say it? the fight is just going to keep on going because some people are in their ego. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be happy and peaceful? Release the past with forgiveness for yourself, starting with yourself. See yourself as a little kid. Would you want your inner child or a little kid to constantly hear, "You're fat, you're ugly, you're too lazy, you're too stupid, you didn't go high enough in college, or you didn't go to college, you're dumb, you you had bad marriages, bad relationships, nobody loves you, nobody wants you, you're not a good family member, you're not a good daughter, you're not a good son." Would you want that to happen? No. You would want them to feel forgiveness and love and cherish, to be treasured and cherished just by them waking up in the morning. A baby wakes up in the morning. The baby didn't, you know, isn't Einstein. A baby didn't accomplish anything except when a baby wakes up, everybody's so happy. And the baby smiles back because everybody's so happy when they see that baby wake up. Think of yourself as that baby because that's what God sees. Just happy that you're there. Just happy that you're living your life and that you exist in the universe. Release the past, have forgiveness, give up the whole thing. Give up the whole thing. It's like a wet towel with bricks on it. Take that wet towel that has the shame and the bad decisions and the lost money and the bad relationships or the bad things, that traumas that happen, and take it and throw it. Give it all up. That means we're not talking about it anymore ad nauseum. We're not going to think about it. When you have that thought and you want to say, "Oh, I remember when that person hurt me and stole my money and did bad things to me," then bring yourself back. No, I am sitting at this table. I am at my dining room table, surrounded by my healing heart, and I am not in that pain. And I am in a loving relationship, and I have my beautiful animals, okay? And I have 4 kids that are living their life. So bring yourself back to the present and give yourself 4 things that you love about your life right now. Is it perfect? No, it's not. No, nobody's is perfect. Even the richest person or the person that seems the happiest, that they're never perfect. Only God is perfect. Only Jesus is perfect. Right? We're not meant to be perfect, but we get little glimpses of it. We have little animals, babies. That's perfect. That's happiness. Okay? So that's what we have to look at. Even a cup of coffee could be perfect. It makes you happy. Forgiveness, give up the whole thing. Get off the pity party. Get off the stop giving yourself a pity party, right? You lose your job. So you go out to have drinks and cry about it, whine about it, talk about, but you're not going to go out and have a pity party the next day and the next day and the next day, because then you're just staying in that moment. No, you're going to get to your kitchen table or your dining room table with a piece of paper, and you're going to write down some things that you want to do, and then you're going to get on your phone and make phone calls, and then you're going to get outside and look for another job. Okay? Because there's always hope. So get off the pity party and stand on your own 2 feet and stop blaming others for your bad situation. Uh, you can blame them for that one thing that happened, or the shame that they gave you, or the anger that they showed on you, or the jealousy that they put upon you, but we don't want to carry that. So throw that all away and keep it moving. See your problems or your troubles as lessons. See your problems or troubles as lessons. Yeah, I was married before for 24 years. I was with that person for 28 years total. Okay. And was there some good times? Of course, there was some good times. Um, I have my 2 kids from that relationship. And I wouldn't change that for the world because I loved that person at one time. I love and I love my kids forever, right? But from that relationship, you don't want to make the same mistakes that were made from that relationship. So in my second marriage and final, two and done, okay? I try, yeah, sometimes I do bring it up because it was a lot of my life. It was from 18 to what, 46? That's a lot. That's a lot of years. So, I bring it up. I think of things and I bring it up, but you have to see it, troubles or problems, as lessons. And then I'm like, yeah, I could do this better. I could do better in this area, you know? Um, Trust life and grow and change. Trust life to grow and change. Dissolve resentment. Like you see Alka-Seltzer and you put it in the water and it dissolves. See that as resentment. Put your resentment in that metaphorical cup of water and see it bubble over, and then that's it. But don't drink it, empty it out. See yourself doing that, these little tricks. Love, energy, and God. I am not broken. Remember, you are not broken. You are not broken. I am not broken. You are not broken. If you feel forgotten, remember, God never forgets anybody. God, Jesus is there to collect your tears. When you're crying, it means something. Your spirit guides are always there. The people who passed away, they are watching you. And all you have to do is say their name. I want to talk to my nephew, Sean. Sometimes I write his name down on a paper, but I have a big metal picture of him, and I see it every night before I go to sleep and when I go into the living room. And I go, "Hi, Sean. Am I supposed to do something different, Sean?" And I really feel connected with him. Um, you'll know it. You'll know who your spirit guides are. Okay? Or just talk to God and talk to your guardian angels. You are not forgotten. You might feel forgotten. You are not. Somebody is mistreating you. Somebody's not hugging you or saying that they think you're a valuable person or saying good things to you. They're just saying bad things to you. Stay away from that person, or tell that person, if you have to live with them, tell that person, I'm not going to listen to that anymore. So every time you open your mouth to say something bad or harassing to me, I am going to walk out. Walk out of the room. I don't care if you have to go into the bathroom, the garage, outside for a walk, whatever it is, because that is you taking a stand to say what you will accept and putting up a boundary to protect your inner soul. We have to protect our inner soul. Like when we're a little kid, somebody else is supposed to protect us. But as we grow up, we're supposed to protect them with the help of God, with the help of our angels who want us to be happy, who think we're the best. like that baby waking up. Baby didn't even do anything except go to the bathroom and maybe cry, but they woke up and they smiled because you were smiling back at them. And that means you accept them. So that's why they're smiling. And they're smiling because you love them and they feel it. Okay? Now I want a baby. I always want a baby, but nobody's given me any grandbabies. Okay. So I told Devin that the other night. We were watching something that had a baby in it, and I was like, "Nah, I want a baby." He's like, "No, you're gonna have a baby horse soon, because my stepdaughter Olivia is her horse is gonna give birth." And I was like, "Yeah, they live in New Jersey, so I'll never see them." Anyhow, you are not broken. So say, I am not broken. I am healed. I am whole. Everything I need, I have. Everything I need, I have inside my heart and in my head. Everything I need, I have inside my heart and in my head. I am safe and supported now. I am safe and supported now. I think that's it. Guys, thank you for being here. I'm sorry it took so long. I love you. Namaste. Positive self-talk. Okay? Take a screenshot of this if you're having any back problems. And I love you. Love you.